If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wildcats, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone and they'll take over at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw. It's King. Looking left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Really nice job with the patience by the wide receiver there on that route. Working against man coverage in the perimeter of the field. He knows exactly where he needs to get and at what time he needs to be there so that when he turns around, the ball's there, and they get the first.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Rivers. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's King. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Grab near the marker. It's Rivers. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Here's the handoff.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his man.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
To throw, it's King. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Or did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Kansas State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the lone running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Scanning the field, it's King. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
For quarterbacks, we always talk about soft focus around you, hard focus downfield. That quarterback was dialed into his wide receiver with laser focus, knowing he's going to get hit, not too concerned about it, though, and that's why he was able to complete that throw.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Sings it complete to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
He's up to 41 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's King. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to run it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Give to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Fires it incomplete. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Johnson wants to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Back to pass on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll run it on first and goal. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Dropping back, it's King. That's reeled in, it's Rivers.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Stockton. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
There was has lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Rutherford. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Gets it out fast. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Unloads it left. He's got it. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Kane. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's a draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Lockett. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's King. That's caught, it's Haynes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Rivers. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after the completion. Johnson looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Oakland. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's King. Snagged in the middle, it's Rivers. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hosley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's King. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Now on second down. On the ground, it's Madden. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Kansas City, 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Johnson wants to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Looking to throw, it's King. Shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by just 1 over Rutgers. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to pass. It's King. And his throw is incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the move, it's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Motion from the back. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Brown. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught close to the marker. It's Lockett. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Grab near the sticks. It's Patterson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, at this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Handoff to the lone back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 25 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Calls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And they'll take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.